Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, I am bringing the high energy today, guys, because we have got a ton of ground to cover. We're going to unpack 5 absolutely massive developments that have been rapidly transforming the business of wellness over just the last 7 days. If you follow the fitness industry at all, you know things move fast, right? But this past week, it's been a total whirlwind of strategic shifts. Let's get right into it. So here is what we are covering today. We'll start off looking at midsummer momentum and overall industry health, then we'll get into scaling the 24/7 convenience model. From there, it's Crunch 3.0 and the Mega Gym evolution, followed by some really cool tech-powered audio personalization, and we'll wrap up by looking at the future fitness landscape as a whole.
Section 1. Midsummer Momentum and Industry Health, a macro view of fitness foot traffic.
Okay, before we zero in on any specific brands, we really need to establish a baseline for the overall vitality of the fitness sector right now. And well, you have to consider this finding from the Health and Fitness Association. Their latest monthly Fit Tracker report for July points to, get this, stabilized midsummer foot traffic. Now, anyone who knows the space knows that historically, summer brings a notorious lull to gym floors, right? People head outside, they take vacations. But right now, facility traffic is actually remaining surprisingly robust and totally stabilized despite the season. It's kind of crazy.
So you might be wondering, what spaces are actually pulling those crowds in right now? Well, the report highlights the specific market winners driving this upward trajectory, and it really comes down to 2 things: high-value, low-price facilities, which we often call HVLPs, and specialized boutique studios. These 2 models are literally keeping member engagement incredibly strong compared to previous years. It seems the modern gym-goer is heavily favoring either immense affordability or highly tailored super niche community experiences.
All right, Section 2. Scaling the 24/7 convenience model, capitalizing on a healthy market.
Now, what's really interesting here is that with the overall market showing such strong health, major franchise brands are aggressively capitalizing on this momentum, and they're doing it entirely through the lens of pure convenience and rapid expansion. 10. The number 10 represents the sheer scale of Anytime Fitness's European expansion. It's not just a random digit. It actually represents 10 massive existing interval locations that are currently being converted.
Let's look at the actual mechanics behind that expansion. Purpose Brands, which is the master franchisee for Anytime Fitness in France, just acquired Interval Sport Fitness Group. This is a highly calculated move, guys, designed to totally dominate the 24/7 convenience market in that region. They aren't just, slowly opening new doors. They are rapidly accelerating their European growth by snapping up existing footprints and immediately strengthening their 24/7 model over in France.
And pivoting back over to North America, we're seeing another brand doubling down on this exact same franchise model. Workout Anytime has just made a huge strategic C-suite leadership transition by appointing Peter Stiffer as their brand new Chief Operating Officer. Now, we have to view this COO hire as more than just dry corporate news. It's a deliberate chess move. The stated strategic goal here is to scale operations and accelerate club performance across North America. In a hyper-competitive landscape where 24/7 access is basically becoming the baseline expectation, bringing in specialized top-tier operational leadership, that is exactly how a brand ensures it doesn't just grow, but actually performs at absolute peak efficiency.
Let's move to Section 3. Crunch 3.0, the Mega Gym evolution, upgrading the in-club experience. So zooming in from those broad corporate expansion strategies, let's look at the physical evolution happening inside large-format gyms. Crunch Fitness is actually laying down a physical proving ground for their aggressive new strategy right now. They just announced a multi-million-dollar expansion, which is anchored by a massive new 37,000-square-foot destination down in Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
And inside the building, the strategy shifts significantly. Think about it. Traditional mega gyms used to just rely on endless rows of basic equipment across a standard, giant gym floor. But the updated Crunch 3.0 blueprint, they are actively integrating expanded recovery suites and boutique-style class zones directly into that big box space. They're clearly looking at those boutique studio trends we talked about earlier in the HFA report, and they are bringing those premium, high-end wellness amenities right into the mega gym to meet modern member demands.
Moving on to Section 4, Tech-Powered Audio Personalization, solving the noise clutter.
Okay, we've looked at these massive physical spaces, but now let's focus on a much more micro-level upgrade. Enter the new Audio Fetch technology.
Canadian operator Good Life Fitness is rolling this out across participating locations in partnership with Broadcast Vision Entertainment. Basically, this wireless system enables gym-goers to stream live audio directly from facility screens straight into their personal smartphones and Bluetooth headphones.
But let's just pause and think about the consumer experience for a second here. Why stream live audio to smartphones? What is the actual practical application of this specific tech upgrade for the person, actually lifting the weights or running on the treadmill?
So the crucial point is that it's designed entirely to cut out overhead noise clutter. Today's modern consumer has an intense, and I mean intense, desire for a focused, personalized, and distraction-free environment while they're working out. By pushing the audio directly to the user's personal Bluetooth headphones, clubs are instantly elevating the atmosphere. They're letting the member totally customize their own sensory experience. It's a total game changer.
Bringing us to Section 5, the future fitness landscape, synthesizing the week's big moves. And this brilliantly illustrates that when we pull all these moves together, a really clear picture forms of exactly where the industry is heading. First, that stabilized foot traffic we saw proves the industry's underlying health. Second, the rapid operational scaling of 24/7 models from Anytime Fitness and Workout Anytime that perfectly capitalizes on that health. And finally, those premium in-club upgrades like Crunch 3.0's Wellness Suites and Good Life's Audio Fetch tech are completely redefining what people expect when they walk through those gym doors.
Which leads me to this final, provocative thought for you to chew on. As the industry rapidly evolves with 24/7 access, boutique wellness suites, and highly personalized smart tech, is your fitness club keeping pace? Whether you're a member observing these changes or an operator actually making the strategic calls, you have to critically evaluate your fitness spaces. The future is convenient, it's premium, and it is highly, highly personalized. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep analyzing those trends, and I will catch you on the next one.